Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Rogue Legacy 2. Hope you guys are doing very, very well today. We're coming off the coattails of a fantastic run where on the first time on this difficulty, on New Game Plus 2, while venturing into the castle, we actually managed to take down the first boss and unlocked access to the second zone of the game. We have arrived in Axis Mundy. We're playing as an assassin today. No negative traits as far as I know. Assassins are one of my most under-leveled classes. So if we manage to get a decent amount of XP today, I will be very happy. We have adjusted the burdens since changing difficulties. We still have everything that was making our game harder before, including the increased size of the castles. But now we have elites, have even more affixes than before. We were running into a few characters in the beginning castle that had 3 different buffs that they were using to take us down. That kind of stuff can be pretty terrifying. I'm going to fade away from that seeker, get underneath these guys, use our auto attack to cleave down as much as we can here. And this is what I'm talking about. This ghostly mage above us, he's sending out seekers constantly when he's not casting his own spell that sends out seekers. He's protected from the first 4 applications of damage. Luckily for us, assassins can push through that pretty quickly. But as you can see, pretty devastating. Managed to do a lot of damage to me in the process of taking him down. And I wouldn't even say that that was that hard of a combination of buffs. Like, we're going to see much worse than that. However, we do have a lot of things to be really happy about as well. Our armor weight scaling is getting off the ground in big ways, helping us have a higher cap for our resolve, meaning when we do find relics inside of the castle, we can mix and match them to our heart's content. Let's dash back through that. This enemy shreds armor if he hits me. Luckily for us, we shredded his a little bit faster. And are we going to have our first challenge room of Axis Mundi? Blade dash. Ooh. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Now we have the Ronin special ability. We're not able to fade out and ignore all damage, and arguably the assassin is pretty good. Like, their effect is pretty good. But now I can blade dash, and that's even better. For me anyway, stylistically, I think it's pretty fun. I'm going to use our spell on this mage just to take him down, and while hovering in the air, try to scout out a little bit more going on around me. We managed to sidestep that seeker, no problem grabbing that chest. We do have an axe on the other side of this wall, sending out a bunch of seekers of his own, and something now protecting that same axe as well. It seems as though this mage is causing us quite a few problems. We managed to get out of the explosion area of effect, but a lot of projectiles starting to crowd this corner. Do I have enough mana? I do. I'm trying to send it. Oh, interrupted right away. You hate to see that. You know, if I could go immune to damage, that could be pretty good here, but I have this blade dash for some reason. Who thought that was a good idea? Oh, God! That's a lot. Okay, we do manage to take him down. The enemies pushing in should give us a little bit of health back, and indeed they do. This skeleton's going to be protected from the first 4 applications of damage, but we shred right through that. No problem as well. One skeleton at the top of the screen sending out some more seekers, but after that room and after losing almost all of our health, we walk away with, whoa, get out of the way. Make sure we don't drop on that as well. We walk away with 273 HP. That's not bad at all. Dash, downward kick dash, and we'll take the teleporter back up to the top. Don't mind me at all. Ooh. Just barely missed the blade dash there. Give it a second. Now we're back up to the top. We can get behind this knight, and his attack will not come anywhere close to us. And it looks like through the next door, we do find a secret as well. I'm going to charge the Kamehameha beam to try to break through this guy's damage absorption. We do manage to break it, but take some damage against him as well. What's in here? Anything good? Defeat all enemies is the challenge. Let me see if there's any health in this room before we venture in. I just kind of assumed it would be another relic room, and we wouldn't need any. This could be hard. Oh, yeah, starting off with lightning directly underneath our field, and we don't have enough mana for the Kamehameha wave. There it is, sending it out. That should clear out a lot of the enemies here. That spike almost finishing me off. Let's push forward to the other side. More lightning here. Trying to push in, but those spikes kind of limiting where I can stand at the moment. Are all enemies defeated? Wait, who are we missing? Small little skeleton at the bottom right, actually almost delivering a fatal blow, but inside the chest we find the red rune. Lifespan manifests. Gain more red aether. Unlike the iron, we have actually spent all of our red aether, so maybe that's a rune I would actually look into picking up. This is the widest zone in the game, just in case you did not know. It stretches out for quite a ways. The half that you're seeing here is, well, what you're seeing here, there we go, is only half of the map. And we only have 19 health left. We're gonna do a lot of rebuilding here. This fish is sending out seekers. Also, those blue projectiles travel through walls, but we are able to cut him down to size. We've acquired 19,000 gold, and that seems kind of low considering that this level does have a gold bonus as well. Kamehameha wave down the middle, finishing off a few enemies. Some knights waiting on the other side. I can dash behind him. Also just saw someone on the roof. It's an archer and a fish. Only one of their projectiles can come through. I really need that help. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course he jumped right when I was coming through, taking away any of those potential health gains. Let's push this guy in the corner. He jumped right over me that time. Chest located at the top right. Almost ate shit right on that spike. Got very lucky with that. Very lucky with that. If we make it to the halfway point, which is kind of, yeah, we're going to make it. If we make it there, we are going to be able to buy a teleporter for the Sun Temple, which is basically the halfway point of this zone. It's going to cost us 10,000 gold. Lose no health is the challenge. Man, only if I had an... Oh, that's actually kind of a problem now. Whoa! If I timed that better at the start, we could have literally just walked in. Hey, that's not a crack, right? No. It's part of the environment. 59 damage from the thorns underneath. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Luckily, they're not protected from damage, too. I can kind of hit and run on this guy. I can't imagine a whole room of those dudes. That's going to be terrifying if we ever actually reach that. We might be able to find some health up in the Sun Temple as well. The Sun Tower. I always call it the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I do that a lot. There's only so much storage in the brain. That's going to be 9,050 golds. 9,750 gold, which is a pretty sizable amount of what we've earned so far, actually. I actually found so much more money in the starting castle comparative to this, even when you take out of the equation the fact that we beat the boss and got a big gold bonus from that. We're starting off with another room on the second half of Axis Mundy. I wonder if I can actually make it over to the other side. Not going to be swapping out for that spell. In fact, I doubt they have any spells that I would be super interested in. Kind of wishing I was finding some more relics because we do have, ouch, we do have a massive amount of resolve, the most I've ever had. Oh! Hold on. There we go. No, there we don't go. Do it again. Most resolve I've ever had, sitting at 215 right now. That is a massive, massive, massive amount. I kind of don't want to fight inside of the red area, but forced to as we push in. Underneath the projectiles of the starfish and then over the follow-up. Just barely managing to dodge that skeleton's damage as well. That was super lucky. What's not lucky is landing immediately on top of a fish that you just dodged. That eyeball to our right is going to be immune to the first 4 applications of damage. Let's get some damage in there. Unfortunately, I can't follow. Whoa! Yeah, it's protected again. There we go. Kind of forced back into the corner at the moment. The Seeker coming after me, and no good time for me to actually remove it. Well, so lucky I managed to attack right when I did, because that would have been a lot of damage shotgunned right into us. There is a chest underneath me that we should be able to reach. No problem. Beautiful. And then this teleporter should take us back up into the safety of the building where we started. Whew, oh no, that's a lot of building left. That's a lot of Axis Mundi left. I don't know, boys. Pretty challenging so far. I haven't really been I don't think I'm a good assassin player by any means, so I'm sure there's room to improve here. And I think dropping our shadow form was probably a mistake. Let's see how hard these challenges are. On New Game Plus, they were actually fairly simple, and I was able to move in here and actually regenerate a pretty sizable amount of HP. And it looks like that's kind of still the case. We don't have a ton of damage increases since we hit this level, but our damage from the earlier playthroughs of the campaign is still making us look pretty good. We have some pretty good physical damage scaling. And with that room alone, we've already managed to recoup most of the HP that we have lost, which is obviously an awesome, awesome way to get back into this run. Lightning Mage is coming down. We also have archers on the side. Managed to move into one on accident, pushing them into the corner. Can't finish it. Oh, God. A lot of lightning in every direction now. Let's Kamehameha this. They're all pretty grouped up. We can't finish them all off, but I might be able to cut them down to size. And meanwhile, that archer was just sitting in the corner for what felt like forever. Oh, you were kind of big. Are you guys supposed to be the elites of this? Sometimes on like the final wave here, they send some pretty hefty enemies at you. Oh, I can't hover in that corner any longer. I could have blade dashed away. Bit of a misplay there. Hey, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Does it always say how much XP I'm getting for every kill and I've just never noticed that? Because it said I got some XP there. We do manage to get a little bit more iron, put it on top of the pile. We have 56,000 of that shit right now, and I'm probably not going to use it until we find the upgrades for the drowned set, which seem to be pretty elusive at this stage of the game. Anyway, 2 traps of arrows, managed to dance around that no problem. Lightning coming towards us. We just get behind him and jump back up. Looks like there's a chest. Ooh, we can skip over the jumping obstacle of this building. Double jump and then dash. And now we don't have to do that weird hop up the left side for the red thing. We don't have to worry about that at all. This hammer looks to be protecting a few of the guys in this room. If we kill him, we can double back into that. Skeleton on the edge of the platform there. I was hoping I could push him off. Just into the water, not have to deal with that problem anymore, but did not work. Controller died. You know, I was kind of thinking this was going to happen on the live stream. I'm going to turn it back on. Does it have any more juice? Nope. Be right back. All right. Add that to the list of good sponsors I want to have in the future. Right after my throat lozenges, we'll add a battery manufacturer to the list. That way I never have to worry about finding AA batteries. They'll just be in my home. Outside of a normal chest, we find the Leviathan weapon. Leviathan? I've never heard of that before. The royal accoutrement of the High Seers. Well, the High Seers. So, intelligence-based? Like a magic thing? Leviathan doesn't sound magical to me, but I would think it'd be big and brooding and imposing. Pushing in on the lightning mages. We got good crits in the corner, clearing out this room in record speed. We're about halfway through the second half of Axis Mundi, and we've managed to actually heal back up to full health. Quite the accomplishment, if you ask me. Now, unlike the previous boss, we have never seen the prime version of what we're about to encounter up ahead. We did have the advantage of already knowing how to dodge the majority of what the first prime boss had to offer, or had to send out, just because we've beaten him already on New Game Plus. But this is going to be entirely new. So, is this sealed off? Does this have a roof? Yeah, looks like it does. Maybe coming through this side is easier. Maybe it's not. That ghost mage sitting right there sucks, though. Let me tell you, I'm not crazy about that. Can you come out of here? You know what? Good enough. Thank you. Okay, now we can do... Oh, this no problem. Perfect. Oh. 35,000 gold collected so far. That has started to turn into a pretty appealing number. And that's considering we already bought the teleporter as well. So that's really not that bad. Not that bad. Defeat all enemies is the challenge. Sure. This is it? Why did I say that? You know the corners of the rooms are just going to be filled with garbage after you question whether or not it's it. 2 fish on the right side. I think we can finish them off. We're very blessed to have the Kamehameha beam for our spell today that allowed me to take out a few of those hovering mages without even having to worry about it. And we're going to send that out again on this guy on the left. Ooh, nice placement right behind this knight. That was lucky. But defeat all enemies complete. And what do we get? A reinforced rune. Total armor increased by 8%. Yes, please. That alone is going to be worth a heavy investment into rune weight. If we can get that damage reduction, that's going to be so fucking good. We are continuing to push in. There is a chest in front of me on the lower side here. This fish about to jump thought about it for like 18 years before he blasted off. But we do manage to pick up that chest. Only one more remains. Ouch. We are at the end of the zone. What do you got for me? Ooh, explosive. God, that's what they got. Not sure how I avoided that damage there. I thought I was in range for sure. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, little eyeball. There's nothing to be mad about. And the Warden chest +2, worn by the Royal Guards who patrol the Citadel. I'm glad I don't have to do a lot of reading today because it is not working out for me. I'm pretty sure there's a secret up here. I was just going to show it to you just in case you didn't know about it, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's above the actual boss room. Maybe it's not here. Maybe I'm mistaken. It has been a while, to be fair. Not sure what to expect here. This is a tall room. See how bad it is. We're on a boat. Ooh, this is already cool. Wait a minute, if we're on a boat, that means it's gonna be harder to dodge that bone, huh? Okay, I like how stylized this is too. Whoa! Wait, everything's in shadows. So seeing those projectiles above us is much more difficult. He's throwing more again. I think I was out of the way. I was, indeed. He's dropping down, so we don't want to be underneath him. And he also sends out seekers when he drops down as well. We managed to push through the first phase, stopping at a 3rd health instead of the normal half, if I'm not mistaken. And the next boss coming out the gate swinging. More seekers chasing us. Oh, but we can like hide on the sail. Oh, no, that didn't impact. That didn't work. Okay. Okay, this is going to get complicated with both of them here. See if I can do some free damage. We don't have enough mana to actually cast the spell. We can use the front of the ship for a lot of height, though. We have the boomerang moving towards us. Unfortunately, I couldn't position for it in time. These guys are really grouped up, and that was some really big damage, but I don't think it was worth taking the extra damage for. Kamehameha has been great throughout this whole run until, like, right now. There's... Whoa, 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 whoa! Is that cannonballs falling? Is that cannonballs falling? Where'd you get the cannonballs? Would you hire a crew? I cannot move any more to the left. Oh my god, which means I was actually pinned in that corner. And our first attempt versus the new prime boss was unsuccessful. Assassin got a few levels. I think Assassin just got 3 levels. Oh god. That's gonna do it for today's episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know why I called you buds. I kind of stopped halfway through. Thanks for watching, buds. Hope you enjoyed the video, buds. We want to heavily invest in rune weight because I imagine that this is gonna be pretty heavy. The extra armor capacity. In fact, we may not be able to buy it. Reinforced rune. Oh, we already had one and we didn't equip it. So how much for one more? We have to get 40 more weight in here. We could definitely work on that over the next few episodes. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I sincerely hope you enjoyed today's episode. That new boss was looking really cool and the health didn't look too crazy. I think we're going to be able to knock it out pretty soon. We'll be back again tomorrow with a run for Sir Caleb IV, who's colorblind. I love black and white. I think it's so pretty.